HarperTeen and Harper Audio present Love and Other Natural Disasters by Misa Sugiura, performed by Katharine Chin. One. If there's one thing I believe in, it's love. No matter what the universe throws at you, love will win in the end. As long as you don't give up. There may be nothing left of your heart but splinters and cracked cement blocks, but you have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and rebuild. You can't quit. You can't fall into despair. You have to keep going. For example, let's pretend that the girl from your art history elective, we'll call her Helena, she of the short, sleek, platinum blonde hair, hazel eyes, and lips that make your knees go weak, who's starting Harvard in the fall, and who has kissed you 1,000 times at sunset on an imaginary windswept moor, shows up at a party you're attending. Let's say that, fortified by 3 vodka jello shots and end-of-the-school-year elation, you walk up to her and tell her that she's the most beautiful girl you've ever met. And later that night, by some miracle, she finds you under a balcony and kisses you in the shadows until there's nothing left of you but sparkling fairy dust. And in your weakened state, you ask if she wants to hang out next weekend. And her face clouds and she goes, "Oh, And you go, "Oh, And she says, "Listen, don't get me wrong, okay? You're super sweet, but you're not exactly my type." And you say, "Oh, right, of course, I understand." Even though you don't. Though, come to think of it, you kind of do. Because she's gorgeous, sophisticated, wildly talented. All the things you're not. When that happens, for example, you can't give up. You have to give yourself credit because, hey, you took a risk. You have to say to yourself, "She kissed me! Yay!" And swear to remember tonight, not as the night you were rejected by the girl of your dreams, but as the night you were kissed by the girl of your dreams. And when, even later, you're encouraging yourself under that same balcony and you hear a voice above you saying, "Wait, who?" And Helena's voice says, "From art history, the mousy Asian one with no sense of style." "Oh, okay." "Why, though?" says the first voice. "Seriously, right? I don't know. I felt sorry for her, I guess. Whatever, it was fine, actually, but then, get this, she asked me out." And her friend shrieks and says, "Oh my God, no! She's so blah. It would be like dating wallpaper." "Beige wallpaper," Helena says, and laughter spills into the night and drips over you like acid. Even when that happens, you can't give up. You can't go home and crawl into bed and stew in your tears and vow never to leave the house ever again. No. You have to give yourself a mental shake and say, "She's wrong. I am a fun, fascinating human being who does all kinds of fun, fascinating things." You have to ignore that little voice in your head that says, "Am I, though?" And "What's wrong with me?" And "Why am I such a loser?"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?